So I've just finished the exam now. That felt never ending, genuinely. I remember at one point I was like, oh, I must be getting close to halfway. I'm getting it. It felt like I got about halfway. And then I looked at the top to see how many questions left. 61 questions left. 90. I wasn't even a third. So it just felt like it went on forever and ever. And yeah, I don't know. Don't think I've done well on this exam, but there's nothing I can do now. So I'm going to go out and enjoy some quality time with my mum and focus on that and just wait until the results come. But that's it. That's the last exam of 2025. So not too bad. Yeah. The finish line is in sight.
Last year I thought about how things can come around just like that if everyone is here to celebrate one day. We have our ups and downs, but when there's love there's always a way. And oh, this time of year we come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents, but it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day. This year I'll think about how I'm so lucky to have a place that I can come home to.
Hi guys, so I've just got back from my mum's. My dad has gone up to bed because he's hoping to catch a couple of hours sleep before the so that he can wake up and watch the boxing. I'm not really into boxing, so I'll sleep through the night. But yeah, it's been a lovely day. It's massive relief that the exams are done until January. I've got 1, 2 in January, and then fingers crossed that that's it. Depends how I've done in these 2 exams, but there's no point worrying about it now. I can't change it. I can't do anything regardless of the result until I get my actual results done. Today's one, I do think I've done badly on it. Hopefully not failed, but I do think I may have failed. I think there's a good chance that I have. I just found it so difficult today. But then again, I came out of my Law of Organisations oral exam. I was convinced I'd failed it, and with our that term, you had 2 exams. So you had either a piece of coursework, a written or an oral exam, and then you had SBAQs, and you had to pass both elements or you had to resit both exams. Now, I thought I did okay on the SBAQs, and the provisional results for the SBAQs came back and they said that I'd passed. But I was still so convinced that I'd failed that oral, and the oral came back and I'd passed it. So good job I hadn't been worrying, because I've been worrying for a couple of months if I had. So that's the way I sort of look with the exams. I have the big anxiety in the lead up, but once I've done the exam, I'm very good at being able to just let that go. And what will be will be. So that's a bit of a relief. So yeah, maybe I'll do that. So we went out today. I didn't really get much. Just went out with my mum to help her do a bit of shopping. She's got a few bits. And then we went out for something to eat. We found this gorgeous new restaurant. I don't think it's new, but it's one we've never been to before. And they fresh make their pasta daily. It's mostly pasta and then these Italian dishes on sandwiches. My mum had the chicken bolognese. She loved it. And I had spaghetti bolognese. And oh my gosh, it was so delicious, that pasta. Oh, I can still taste that pasta. It was so lovely. So yeah, we did that, went round, got a few bits and bobs that she needed to. I didn't need much because I've already done all my Christmas shopping. Take a deep breath now. But I did pick up today. I went in the Works, which is like a stationery bookshop, and they do little bits like, they do a little bit of yarn, not a lot really, and some craft supplies, but I love going in there and have a little look. I've attached clips of when I went in and had a little look at the crafty section. So it's very limited what I could film because there were kids in the store, and I am not getting a kid in frame in the store. So yeah, but I did buy these stickers, which were 2 for £1. And the reason why I've bought these stickers, particularly this one with the really small ones on, is because these are going to go on to plug sockets. Well, they're not plug sockets, they're going to go onto the actual plugs, and that way when I am unplugging things of an evening when we're going to bed, I am unplugging the right things. Because last night I unplugged the Wi-Fi and I didn't realise until I got up to bed. I'm up in the loft, so I had to go up 2 flights of stairs, and I can't sleep without a sound in the background to be able to focus on and listen to. And I know it's probably not best for you to have the TV on, but my therapist said it was okay because it works for me and it helps me because I've got PTSD and my trauma stems from something that happened at night time in a bedroom. So basically, when I'm going off to sleep, if I don't have like a bit of TV playing where I can, like, I'm hearing something, I'm listening on to something, then my mind just starts whirling round and round, and I start getting very paranoid, very anxious, and then I'm never going to sleep. So, you know, I did really well with the therapy. I can do a lot of things now that I couldn't do when I started therapy. But there are certain things that they're like, yeah, you're never going to fully get over that. And I think this is one of them. So, yeah, so I always have to have the TV on. So I've got a Fire Stick up in my room, and I'll normally put like the news on to have in the background while I'm falling off asleep, which I know very depressing. But sometimes I'll have other stuff on, like Friends, Criminal Minds. Again, that can be quite depressing, but I love it. Anyway, I'm sidetracking, but yeah, basically I need the internet to run the Fire Stick. So I had to come down last night to try and figure out what was going on with the Wi-Fi box, and I was there for ages trying to get it to work, and then I realised that the light, the village that's right in front of the Wi-Fi box, that was still switched on, and I was like, oh, I've unplugged the Wi-Fi box, not the village lights when I've gone to bed. So yeah, stickers, so I know what's Christmas to pull out of a night. But yeah, so that's what we've been up to. I'm gonna start to head off to bed in a moment. I said went out shopping after my exam, and went back to my mum's, and we helped her put her tree up and put her decorations up. I always love putting my mum's tree up because she's been collecting a different ornament every year for over 10 years now. And they often document our family and how they've changed. So like the first one with my nephew on last year, you know, and there's ones with the dogs on where we've had both of them. This year's just has Buddy on because we just have Buddy. I've actually got one on here that's the same as my mum's one. It's up there somewhere. But yeah, anyway, my favourite one is the one from 2020. Yeah, I found a really good one online that I really loved, and it was really poignant for the year. I'll put a photo in of them all earlier on, so yeah, no doubt you'll have seen the 2021. But anyway, I'm gonna not showing you my bauble for the day. I've been rambling on, I've not shown you my bauble. So here we've got, this one is a skier, so that's where they join, so it's not as close. So here we are. So there's the little skis, like the things you hold on when you're skiing. I've never skied before. my balance is terrible at the best of times, so let's not put me on skis. It does look cool, wish I could do it, but no, I'm not gifted and talented in that area. So here's the things you hold on to when you're skiing. Here's, I'm touching the back where I can see the little skis, you know, even with the little bit to the back where they come up, and then obviously the little person. So really pretty, I like that one. So I think that is bauble number 10. So tomorrow I'm going to get started on bauble number 2, where the main colour will be that pale pink and the contrast colour will be the white. So you'll have to come back tomorrow, see how I'm getting on with it. But anyway, I'm going to get going because I've rambled a lot now, and this video is going to be going on forever. But I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all staying safe, taking care, and I hope if you're going out doing Christmas shopping, you can get it done quite quickly and it's not going to be too much of a headache. Take care. Bye.